Morning Internet, Hatch 61 here. Didn't know what to do today. Originally I was planning on going do some hiking and do some camping, but believe it or not, the end of October almost here in New England, and it's 80 degrees out, so didn't really feel like going out hiking and camping and all that, so I figured I'd come out here into Haskell Swamp and do a little metal detecting or relic hunting out by some old foundations that I've found out here. There's so many old, where there used to be homesteads and houses out in this swamp. It covers 3 towns, Marion, Mattapoisett, and Rochester. And at one point it must have been very populated out here, because right now there's nothing out here but old foundations. Let me show you what it looks like around here. By the way, I'm going to be out here using my Fisher F2. Not a huge metal detector person who knows all kinds of things about it, but I know this is a great unit and I've had a good time with it. And if you're looking for one, I can vouch for the Fisher F2. So hang on a second, I'll show you where I'm going to be hunting today. Okay, out in the swamp here is hundreds of these areas. And you can see it's an old stone foundation. Of course it's overgrown. If you come around here, I know one of my viewers will know where I am if they see a certain thing, but here's the another look at the foundation of the house. You can see where the tree's pushing right into it here. These things have been around for over 100 years. So I'm gonna look for some relics. You can tell this is another part of where the house used to be. Must have had a little part that branched off here. And then if you look right over here, this was the water well. I don't want to fall down inside it, but that's the well where they used to get their water. And that stone right there, that's so one of my viewers will know where I am. So hang on a second, I want to be doing a little searching around here with the metal detector and see what we come up with. Okay, I got a good signal here. I'm gonna dig this one. It's in like the nickel dime range, but where I'm relic hunting, I dig pretty much everything. So hang on, let me get the hole started and we can see what we got. Alright, this is where I got the signal. What's nice here is the soil that we have, because we're right on the ocean, is usually nice and sandy, but you do get a ton of rocks in it and roots. But this is where the signal came from. Let's see if we can spot it. Oh, there it is. Like I said, it sounds like a real good signal, so hopefully it's not just more junk. I've been finding a lot of shell casings and bullet casings and different things like that, so get the pinpointer in there. If you ever want to get into metal detecting, the tool will save you a ton of time and frustration. Is a pinpointer. It won't go off until it's close to. So whatever we're looking for is in this area here. So let me keep digging, see if we can find it. I guess we get a lot of roots. Whoop, wait a second, this might be it. Oops, if you turn it on. There it is. It's a little bottle. This looks like a brass top. See if I can wipe it off, yeah. It's got something, some sort of powder in there. But it has a nice, probably clean up nice brass top. Looks like an old, I don't know, maybe an ink jar or something like that. So let's keep digging, find another spot and see what we can come up with. Put this in the old pouch. Oh, little tip too. When you're out here, in this area anyway, we have a big problem with like deer ticks and all that stuff like that. I always, even though they get dirty as hell, I always try to wear light colored clothes, because you can really spot the ticks on them. So there's just a little tip that I figured I'd throw out there. Hang on a sec. I'll go to another hole. Okay, I've worked my way around toward the well and getting a solid iron reading. And just curious what it is, so let's take a look at it. Okay, let's see what we got here. Still hitting a lot of roots. Getting a signal. Alright, so it should be right in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, I think I see it. Get this root out of the way. Oh man, it's in there pretty good. Oh, well, it's definitely metal. Ooh, there we go. I think I'm in the land of the giants. It's an old key. Yeah, it's an old key. It's a big key. I don't know what the heck they were locking up out here, but it had to be pretty good size. So let's throw this in the pouch, and we'll keep going, see what else we can find. Alright, got another good signal here, and I just wanted to show you guys something really quick. What's great about digging out here and to find the relics in this area is everything's buried in this sort of like, I don't know, it's like a organic matter, and the stuff decays and actually gets warm, but the good thing about it is it also eats up all the oxygen, so it'll stop things from rusting as quickly. So I'm going to dig into this and see what we got here. Okay, folks, I'm back at the house. I just wanted to share with you the things I found today. First of all, I found a whole fistful of railroad spikes. They were all in the same hole. I assume they, whoever lived there before probably used them with their blacksmithing and something like that, melted them down, made whatever they had to make, or pounded them out to make other tools. But they were all in one hole. When I found this, they were all together. You folks saw me find this little tiny bottle with the brass top, and it does look to be some sort of an ink container. That was pretty neat. This multi-tool type of thing, it's from the Woodward Tool, it's called. I don't think it's as old as I thought it originally. It's got like a glass cutter on there, it's got little different tools and different things, pry bars, and I guess for the home mechanic that is thirsty later on, it's got a corkscrew. So, got all of that. Found the Musket Ball. I don't think it's like a Civil War era type thing. It looks like a modern one, like someone who was out black powder hunting for deer or something like that. I'm not sure if this is my favorite item of the day, but I've never found a key this big before. I mean, it's a big key. I mean, imagine carrying this thing on a set of keys in your pocket. Your pants would fall down, for crying out loud. But that was pretty neat. And I did find a 1905 Indian head penny. So those are my finds for today. But like I had mentioned before, some of the items I found in the past, really quick, old wrenches that you can tell the owner actually used it as a hammer too. A tool to trim wicks on candles, horseshoes, old 22 caliber. I mean, it's all beat up and garbage, but just neat stuff. Leg hole traps from when they used to trap out in the day. Cowbells for their livestock, and looks like sleigh bells. Really cool. They're all brass. Really neat. Of course, the leather is rotted and it's ready to fall apart, but it's pretty neat. These are both torches. One's a kerosene torch, one is an alcohol torch. Really neat. Old tree taps where they'd get maple syrup from the trees. Old padlock with actually the key in it. And this is an old scale. Oop. Now you move this thing back and forth to see how much whatever you have on the hooks weighs. Pretty neat. Like I said, none of it's worth any kind of huge fortune, but it's cool to see how the people that lived in the same area that you lived before you. It wasn't so easy. Imagine ironing your clothes with this thing full of hot coal. You'd open it up, fill it up with hot coal, and then you'd close it back up and iron your clothes. Personally, I'd rather have wrinkly clothes, but this is what they did back then. This was the draft for it to allow more or less air to come in. The handle, it was in the peat moss, so the wood is actually still there. It's not in the best of shape, so I don't usually pick it up too much by the handle. But neat stuff. If you ever, looking for something to do where you're bored and you just want a little hobby, and you live in an area where there might be old settlements, great little hobby. So thanks for coming along. Thanks for keeping me company out here. This is Hatch 61, enjoying the great outdoors. You take care now. Bye-bye.